Hello, everyone, and welcome to. Well, I'm pre-recording, so this is my third video today. I don't know how the hockey guy does it. He does like 5, 6 videos a day, um, and just putting together three was crazy. Um, let us try something here. You'll have to bear with me. I am. Yeah, I know that's a lot of white light there, but anyway. Today we are talking about something very important. Has nothing to do with the game itself, but it has everything to do with the FPHL. And that is the recent streaming problems that we have been having with YouTube channels slash sites getting taken down. And it is producing a very murky picture for the future of the FPHL. Now, YouTube is a tool that the FPHL heavily relies on. Okay, the FPHL has always been a social media driven entity. Um, it's really the backbone of the league. How they promote themselves, how they get um, the word out. Hey, we're here, we're playing. Um, and now it is greatly at risk. Now, years ago, the league did use a paid streaming service. I'm not sure which one. I think it was, well, uh, what's now Flow Hockey. But at any rate, really didn't do too much as far as drawing fans in. YouTube, the great thing about YouTube is, first of all, everybody knows YouTube. Okay, it's like universally recognized. It's the reason why I'm here. I'm using YouTube. All right, the league has, with great success, been able to use YouTube to promote the game. We have seen tremendous attendance growth with actual game attendance the last few years, and it's largely due to YouTube because people see the product. It's free, so they're able to view the games for free. They're interested, they're intrigued, they go to games, and then they go to more games and more games, and some become season ticket holders and whatnot. So this has been a great tool. Unfortunately, we have had a lot of problems, and I want to specify what the problems are. Now, a lot of people have said, well, is this just because of copyright issues? It could, that could play a part, but this isn't what we're talking about here. In case you don't know, there's a lot of copyrighted material, music-wise, when a team broadcaster broadcasts a game. Obviously, when there's stoppages in between plays and whatnot, you hear the music in the arena going forth, and there's the potential of bands saying, hey, we don't want our music on YouTube unless we're getting paid for it, unless we're getting royalties. Metallica is very well known for that. A couple teams have had to go through a very arduous editing process. I know Doug Latuka from Danbury has had to do it. Devin Dobik with the Dashers has had to do it. Tom Callahan with the Columbus River Dragons has had to do it. They get a warning saying, "Hey, you've got copyrighted, stuff on here. There's a possible copyright infringement. Either edit your video or take it down." So they edit it, and it takes a long time to do that, and it's a lot of work. But that's not the issue we're talking about here. The issue started about a little over a month ago. This is people filing a massive amount of complaints against a team's page, and it gets flagged for spam, scams, or deceptive practices. All right. And when that happens, the site is permanently removed. All right. And the problem with that is now I'm kind of skipping around my notes. I hope you can read this. I'm just kind of freebasing it here, but the problem is this is, recorded information. The league refers to this stuff with their records, keeping records. They refer to, this game, Carolina versus Blue Ridge, such and such happened. So and so scored a hat trick. We want that recorded in our records. They go and look at that. It's there until it's not. And that's the case here. Now, the list of teams that have been affected: Binghamton, Blue Ridge, Baton Rouge, uh, Carolina. Carolina was this morning. Mississippi. Columbus has had problems in the past. Um, and let's see. And Monroe. All these teams have had their accounts taken down, and it's not retrievable. Now, there is supposedly an appeals process, and it's almost impossible to get through. I have talked to a couple of the broadcasters who are trying to figure out a way of getting their page restored. And first of all, it takes a long time. Second of all, the success rate of getting your account restored is slim. Very, very slim. And it's a shame. As we know, the FPHL, okay, not the highest level of hockey, not, it's not the most skilled hockey. We all know that, but it is what it is, and we love it. It's not deceptive. It's not a scam. It's not spam. But the complaints being generated by whomever, um, what they don't realize is they're hurting everyone. Okay, let me make up a couple old teams. Let's say you're a fan of the Battle Creek Rumblebees, and you hate the Delaware Thunder. Absolutely, positively hate them, and everything that the Delaware does makes you sick. And so you say, okay, I'm gonna get them good. I'm gonna start lodging complaints against the Delaware Thunder's YouTube page. We'll shut them down. Ha 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 ha. That'll get them. All right, that happens. Okay, that doesn't just hurt Delaware's fan base. It doesn't hurt just the Delaware Thunder organization. It hurts everyone because there are people, a lot of people like me, who watch all the teams. All right. There are fans all over the world. I'm thinking of Swanky, Motor City fan. All right, he's down under. He's in New Zealand. All right, and he tunes in and watches the Motor City games and participates in the chat, and we all talk and have fun. All right, Motor City gets hit. Well, now Swanky doesn't have a way of watching Motor City Rockers. And that's unfortunate because he's thousands of miles away. YouTube has a worldwide reach. All right. So that's what makes it such a great tool for the Fed to use. So now that all these pages are getting dinged, obviously the risk is very high that other teams that haven't gotten hit yet will in the future. And that's a real shame. It's a real big shame. Because again, it hurts everyone, and it hurts the league too. The league is now searching for a way to, reach out and draw fans in. All right, there has been talk a couple years ago about switching from YouTube to a paid streaming service, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, let me see what else is yeah, so that's the effect that this is having. The page is being removed, and now we're on the cusp of the playoffs, and Carolina and Mississippi. Well, Mississippi's not in the playoffs, but still, Carolina gets their page pulled this morning. Baton Rouge and Monroe got their page pulled this past weekend, in the middle of the weekend, and that really hurts. It's not just a simple matter of you're getting a little dig in on the team you don't like. This is causing a serious disruption in the flow of business. All right. Even though we are not paying for YouTube to watch games on YouTube, we are consumers. And then again, the league sees this as an opportunity to bring people in to the arena to take in the game live, and that happens more than not. So, this is a big deal. All right, let's see. This is it's a free introduction, is what I wrote here, and it works. It works. It's been established. So now, where do we go from here? A lot of broadcasters are saying, you know what, I'm done with Facebook. Not Facebook. I'm done with YouTube. It's become so restrictive and so sensitive, and you get dinged for the slightest little thing. I've had it. I want to go somewhere else. Some have suggested using Twitch or Rumble. The problem is, again, everyone knows YouTube. All right, it's the big dog in the barn. So the reach is probably not going to be as good if you use a service like Twitch or Rumble. And there's other problems as well. I wrote down some options here. Okay, there's some streaming services, free streaming services that I made note of here. Stream to watch. Constant ads, bombardment by ads. So that's not going to work very well. Can you imagine? You're right in the middle of the third periods. It's a 3-3 game. There's 2.5 minutes left, and your team's carrying the puck into the zone and ad. That's the kind of thing that you're going to get there. Rumble, they upgraded back in September. I have not seen a good review of Rumble post September. Everyone says it's become really cumbersome to use. It's very clunky. There's constant losses of the stream. A lot of problems, a lot of issues. Sports Surge. Sports Surge is a great site, except for you can't access the link to your team. Let's say the Carolina Thunderbirds are playing tonight at 7:00. 5:00, you're not going to find a link. 6, maybe not. 6:15, well, then you'll probably find a link. So it's like you've got to sit on the site and wait for your team's link to come up so you can click on it, so you can join the stream. It's not friendly at all. Whereas YouTube, you can just click notify me, days in advance, and suddenly your phone goes, bzz, hey, oh yeah, the game's gonna start. Cool. Really nice. Twitch, there's a lot of problems with navigation. Very confusing. I went through it. I looked at it. It could work, but it's not as easy to navigate. Facebook Watch. Okay, great first option, except you're at the same risk with Facebook as you are with YouTube, with people filing false reports because they don't like you. So it's not a really viable option. So then the only options you have left are pay services. Now, I mean, that could work, but it's going to hurt business. It's going to hurt the amount of people that tune in to watch games, because some people are going to look at, for example, Flow Hockey. Okay, the SPHL uses Flow Hockey. So does the ECHL. All right. Yeah, great. You can watch a bunch of games, but it's $30 a month or $150 a year. A lot of people going, I don't have $150 just sitting around to buy a subscription to Flow Hockey. That's a lot of money. All right. And it is. $30 a month is more doable, but still, I mean, is if you're given the option, hey, you can watch this game for free, or you can watch it and pay $30 a month, which are you going to choose? Um, so it's very problematic. Fubo TV, I don't know the implications from the league standpoint, how easy it would be for them or difficult for them to get hooked into Fubo TV to have their games streamed. It's more affordable. It's $10 for the first month, $15 a month after that. But again, you're talking about you're asking the customers to pay for a product that they might not be familiar with. Oh, I heard about the Fed, but I don't want to pay to watch games. I want to be able to check this out for free. So this whole thing has become very problematic. But the question is free streaming a thing of the past now because of this nonsense? And it really is nonsense. Um, it's a shame. It's a real shame that this has happened because, I mean, these teams, they're not making tons and tons of money. All right. They are doing, some of them are doing okay, but they're not rolling in dough. All right. They've got to watch their pennies. So now for them to potentially have to pay to get hooked into a pay-per-view service, that hurts the bottom line. And for some teams, that's the difference between day and night right now. So again, for the people, whoever you are, if you see this and you've been one of the people that have been filing the false reports, just know that thanks for nothing. You hurt everybody. Doesn't help anybody. It hurts everybody. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. I hope the league can work something out. Obviously, this is going to be a major topic during off season for the Board of Governors to talk about. What do we do with this? We've got to find a way of getting our product out there on social media. What do we do? And how do we protect ourselves so that this whole thing doesn't happen again? It's going to be a very interesting situation, and I'm very curious as far as what the league is going to determine what the best course of action is to take. So there we go. So yeah, the face palm is back. So that is that. I wanted to talk about this, and I am hoping that some of these teams are able to recover their site or create a new site. Binghamton created a new site. Blue Ridge found an alternate way, like an alternate YouTube site to broadcast on. Carolina is working on a plan for this weekend so that their game will be on. A couple teams have said they're probably going to go switch to Twitch. Baton Rouge, I believe. Port Huron's also talked about switching to Twitch. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a mess because you could have 14 teams and they're on 4 or 5 different streaming services, and it's not going to be universal. So it's going to be very, very confusing. But they're going to do what they have to do, or what they feel is the best thing to do. All right, I am Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash. I wish this was a happier topic to cover, but I think it's very important. Wanted to cover it with you and inform you and let you know exactly what is happening. It's a mess. All right. So anyway, tomorrow we will be on the Flash Audio Network. We will be previewing the 2 play-in games. Very exciting. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll also have some additional news and notes for you. So the links for all the sites on the Flash Audio Network are on my Facebook page. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're hitting like and subscribe. And please share this video. Share this particular video in your local hockey community. Um, let people know what's going on. Maybe YouTube can be pressured into realizing, wow, we're having a lot of issues. We got to fix this. Here's hoping. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. I wish you all the best. If your team is in the playoffs, good luck to you guys. And we will talk to you again soon.